think everyone comes on a study abroad kind of looking to make friends and kind of experience something that they haven't experienced before.
A year ago I would never be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to Italy, I have no idea who these people are on my trip, and now I can successfully say that I've done that and made relationships with people that I will take away with me forever.
So I guess when I signed up for this program, I expected to, travel around Italy and learn more about the history and Rome's culture. And I think I got so much more out of it than I was expecting to. I traveled to a lot of different places, met a lot of different people, and I feel like I really just became more independent because, you're in a different country for 6 weeks, so there's a lot of things that you don't think about that come with that, but it's been absolutely amazing.
So far we've seen a lot of sculptures, and it's kind of cool because a lot of the things are the actual original sculptures, where in other museums we've been to, they're the replicas.
We've been studying at UURAF, which is the American University of Rome, and it's very different from Michigan State. It's literally 2 buildings, and it's the most beautiful place, and it's really fun because before class and in between classes we all sit in the courtyard and talk and catch up on what we did, because we don't really see each other every day, all day, so it's cool. And it's also really awesome because there are also other students from other schools in the US, so we can communicate with other Americans.
So Tom took us to Cinque Terre. We arrived, we went from town to town. We saw everything there's to see. It's super small, really nice and quaint. Then we all went to get some pizza, did some cliff diving, and half of us went on a hike between Vernazza and Monterosso, which are like 2 towns that had amazing views. And then the other half of the program just laid on the beach.
My favorite memory, I think, was the hike in Cinque Terre. It was a very hard, rigorous hike, but it was well worth it, and the viewpoint was amazing. And I had a lot of good bonding moments with the girls on that.
Looking back, one of my favorite trips was the weekend trip that our university planned. We went to Pisa, Florence, and Tuscany. And it was really fun to just spend time with the girls and meet people from other universities that weekend.
Today we're at a Tuscan winery and we're learning how to make pasta.
The vineyard was in Trequanda, and it's this quaint little vineyard in the south of Tuscany. And we took a cooking class, and we tasted a couple red wines, and we had a homemade lunch by an Italian woman.
I've waited an entire year to eat this dessert.
Sometimes it's hard to communicate with people here and back at home since there's little to no Wi-Fi very often, but it's really taught me to absorb everything that's going on around me and make the most of my experiences.
On our 12-hour bus ride to Cannes for the festival.
The best parts about this study abroad in particular is the opportunity to be able to go to Cannes, and not just only to visit this gorgeous, glamorous city, but to attend the advertising festival.
After being asked to be the TA for this program, one of the things I most looked forward to was coming to the Cannes Lions Festival.
To be able to be a student there, you just are so respected by other professionals because they acknowledge that you're obviously doing hard work in your studies, and it's just so inspirational to listen to them when you just have conversations with them. But not only that, but sitting in the talks with CEOs and chief creative directors of some of the world's largest agencies, to just be able to hear their insight and see their work is just so inspiring and motivating to make me want to do the best work that I can.
Last day at the festival. We've been able to see some amazing advertising companies and PR agencies. Yesterday we were able to see the Saatchi & Saatchi New Directors Showcase, which was awesome.
My favorite experience was definitely having the opportunity to come to Cannes. I was able to see and meet some of the people and companies I look up to most, like BBDO, Ogilvy and Mather, and I even got to see Channing Tatum, and everything has really inspired me to further my professional career.
I hope that you learn a little bit more about yourself, or maybe a lot more about yourself. You come to appreciate the differences that exist in the world and develop some kind of ability to manage those things, to meet people on their own terms and try to understand where they're coming from, and gain a little bit of knowledge of how advertising, PR, and promotional strategies work in a different culture.
I advise everyone to do this program. It was probably the best decision I've made so far going to MSU, and being an advertising and public relations major, it really gives you so many opportunities to really get your foot in the door.
My advice for people doing this program is to just get the most out of it as you can. I think it's really important to, get what you want out of the program. Other people are going to want to do different things, but I think it's important that, you make sure that you're always doing what you want to do and try new things, and, push yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit and just really try and get the most out of these 6 weeks because they go by so fast.
I'd love to thank my parents for allowing me to do this, to travel by myself, and all of the faculty and staff at MSU, especially those that came on the trip with us.
I can remember, 10 years ago, my mom talking about us kids going to college and saying, like, study abroad is a must thing that you have to do, because my mom and my dad never got the opportunity to go to college. So the fact that I'm a first-generation college student studying abroad in Europe is just an accomplishment in itself.
But I loved every minute of it. The girls became super, super close, and it was a really great trip, and I would do it all over again in a heartbeat.